Hey, you are now listening or watching the Halos in the Infield podcast, sponsored in part by Noble L Works over on 1621 South Sinclair, where you can get discounts by just mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield, drink discounts on us, baby. And also by 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. The price you see is the price you get, and you also get 10% additionally off in the Apply Now code once you order your tickets just by mentioning HITI, Halos in the Infield. Now enjoy the show.
Live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Welcome to the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast with Todd Fox, sponsored by Noble Ale Works Brewery, as well as 714 Tickets. This is your nightly destination for all things Los Angeles Angels. Come join Todd as he recaps every thrilling and disappointing moment from tonight's game, win or lose. Get ready for insightful analysis, fan reactions, and Todd's engaging commentary. Plus, fans can call in live to the Halo Hotline to have their voices and opinions heard as well.
It's the Halo Hotline.
Stay tuned in for your chance to win free Halos merchandise with our weekly trivia.
It's all about the game.
It's time to dive into the heart of Angels baseball with Todd Fox on the Halos in the Infield postgame podcast.
There's a drive from Mike Trout. See you later. That is long gone.
It's the Todd Fox postgame podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
You know, there's certain times where being an Angel fan can cause you to do this. Take this Modelo Especial and drink and just do this. Shotgun a goddamn can of beer. That's not my first. Ugh. Fuck this team. Welcome to the Halos in the Infield postgame show. I'm your host, Todd Fox. Very pissed off on a Saturday. Again, this is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't enjoy this team. We can't love the old new kids and the young kids playing baseball. Why? Because we are playing the shit fucks of Ohio, a team that I don't respect at all. A team that just sold their soul to the woke devil. But that's political, so I don't go that far into it. I just give you my opinion and move on. If you choose to be behind them, that's good. That's your opinion. I'm not going to argue that. If you choose to be against them, that's your opinion. That's good. I'm not going to argue that either because obviously I'm on that side. But I'm not looking here to divide people. But I have to put that out there because I hate that fucking team. I hate the fucking team. And the reason that I'm so upset is not just because we lost to them. I obviously know they're 21-12 for a reason. And I know now we're 12 for 21 for a reason. I'm pissed is because, again, you're able to shut down what good players they do have in that lineup. And Reed Detmers, yes, has been pitching. Has he gotten screwed over by this sorry-ass lineup that Artie Moreno and Perry Manassian put together and not gotten the run support, and that's why he's chalked up 2 losses? Yes. But you, my friend Reed Detmers, are responsible for this one just as much as a shitty-ass hitting was today. Because don't get me wrong, the shitty-ass hitting for the Angels has everything to do with this loss. But you can't sit here for the first time this season. You can't be like, or you got to be like, hey, Reed Detmers deserved this loss. He didn't deserve the no decision and the other 2 losses he had prior. The guy's been pitching his ass off, okay? All the credit to him. My problem with Reed today is if Reed gets the shit fucks out, there's a good chance the Angels are at least down 1-0, 1-1, or, it's a 2-1 game, something like that, right? At least let your worst or your best hitters beat you. He let the worst hitters on this roster beat him. Let's go to number one. Number one who scored the run for Cleveland tonight. And this is why this bothers me so much. Because we made a meme about it. which is from that famous line, I'll make you famous. We'll make you famous. That the Angels make shit players famous. If I can get to it real quick, hold on. Let me pull up the box scores lagging on me here for a second. But Austin Hedges is literally the definition of Jeff Mathis. And as an Angel fan, unless you're born under a rock the last couple of years, Jeff Mathis was by far this franchise's worst catcher. And Scioscia loved him. It drove me nuts. There's a handful of players, your Rob Quinlans, your Jeff Mathis, your Squid, that I could not stand. I don't care if they wore angels across their chest. I hated those players because they were automatic outs. They were lousy-ass players, and they took bats from other players that were more qualified than they were. But for whatever reason, the analytics or the defense or whatever they provided was good enough for them to be in the starting lineup night after night, annoying the shit out of me and other fans. But I digress. Mathis was a sucky-ass hitter that never hit 200. Austin Hedges has never hit 200. Austin Hedges hits a home run today. First of the year. If you're that dominant, Reed Detmers, you attack Austin Hedges like you attack Ramirez. Like you attack every other quality hitter on that squad. Okay, so you made a mistake to Austin Hedges. You know what, guy? If we had any kind of scouting or any kind of like preparation for these pitchers, you, me, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's an Angel fan would say, hey, you know what? I know Laureano is not doing good this season, but he has this thing called a track record. And that track record against 31 other baseball teams is shit. But against that one team called the Angels, which you are a part of, he tends to do ungodly things against us. He does whatever he looks like a fucking all-star every time he plays us. So, hey, Reed, you might want to be a little careful with him. Nah, let's not do that. It's not like he has a track record. And what does Laureano do? Another home run. Where have we seen this before? Oh, I remember. We go into Oakland. Oakland's like on a 50-game losing streak. Laureano starts the game. He robs Trouts of home runs. He freaking makes diving catches, steals bases, hits home runs, has a freaking cycle just about. The next series rolls around against Kansas City when Kansas City was dog water, and he does nothing against them. Nothing till the next time he plays the Angels. Why do we always fall for this shit? And then same thing, right? The Naylor brothers. Bo's brother is playing good this year, right? That's why he's sort of at the top of the lineup but didn't start today because lefty, right? But for some reason, Bo gets in there, and Bo's batting about 143. He's only got 2 home runs and 5 RBIs, clearly struggling. Grand slam. Grand slam. Where have we seen that before? Just go back to last year when Bo Naylor hit 2 home runs, including 1 grand slam in the game that single-handedly beat the Angels. Again, different staff. I get it. Numbnuts had his entire staff there. Ron Washington didn't, but there's this thing called history books, or at least scouting reports, and prior at-bats that we can do a little research. You can Google it and figure out which assholes on that lineup have torched the Angel pitching. But it's clear to me today that, okay, if you let one go against Laureano, fine. You know, like, all right, 1 out of those 3 shit fucks that hit a home run, I get it. You make a mistake, even if you're aware of their damage prior to that, right? Okay, I get it. Maybe if Austin Hedges' home run went out, I'd be like, okay, he doesn't really have that track record for killing us. He just has a track record for sucking ass. So you make a mistake to a player that sucks ass. Where have we done that before? We make 9 hitters famous, right? Okay, so what happens? You make a mistake. Learn from it, move on. Try to keep us in the game, Reed. And he did for a bit. But he went back to things that were costing him last year, which was walks. Overthrowing pitches. Was that the Ohapi factor? You know, he left the game with a hand contusion. You had dude in there. Hey, Reed, I'm not used to catching left-handers. Reed, try throwing with your right hand. I'm used to right hand. Wash! He's throwing with his left hand again. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I literally don't know what's going on here. I mean, guys are dropping like flies, injury-wise. Renifo's sick. You know, it's like, we can't fill the fucking team as it is. The least we can do is read our scouting reports and prepare our players for potential shit like this. And this is why, again, I did not get happy about yesterday's win. Yesterday was one of the most ho-hum, like I mailed it in. I can literally tell you this. I mailed in yesterday's post-game show. It wasn't even that great until we had a call from Marty Moreno. Because, and it's not, and your comments were great, but I'm telling you, my intensity, the way that I spoke, the way that my passion was, I didn't feel it yesterday. Not that you guys and gals didn't bring it. I didn't feel it. I take the blame for that one yesterday. If you didn't enjoy the show yesterday, you could probably clearly pick it up in me that I really didn't have it because I was just feeling like, okay, so what? They won game one of a series. Where have we seen this? They've done this multiple times. To me, making a difference, making a change, being better would be at winning today's game and winning the series outright. And then tomorrow's game would be icing on the cake. If you can steal it, you sweep. If you can't, oh well, you won the series. Give me that 100 times out of 100, right? The goal is to win series. When outside of that Miami series have we won a series? So again, that's why I wasn't too happy about yesterday. Yesterday it was just like, okay, we won 6-0, nice win, this, and that, but show me something tomorrow. Show me that we give a fuck. I don't care if this roster is as injured as it is. You can still win games. You proved it against Philly. You've proved it against Baltimore. You can hang with teams. Just finish these games. And I felt today that Reed Detmers put us behind the 8 ball and the offense curled up into a little scared ball and did nothing. Didn't manufacture anything, didn't do it. I mean, look, I knew we were cooked. When you get a runner over to third in the first inning, you actually jury moves the runner over to third, and you have 2 cracks at it with Adele and not Shawna. You have Ohapi and Adele. 2 chances just to hit a fly ball or a grounder to get a run in, and neither one of them produced a run. I got a little excited when Neto came through with the RBI, but that's it. It's just a pathetic performance. And Reed took a dump in this one for me. He sure did. It is really, really depressing when you think about how this game went. Because again, what do the Angels do? Go 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position, leave 6 guys on. Pitching is Reed Detmers takes his 3rd straight loss out of 4 straight decisions, 5 2/3, 7 runs allowed, 5 hits, 7 all earned, 4 walks. That's a problem. 7 strikeouts, 3 home runs allowed. He had only allowed 2 home runs coming into this game. He now he gave up more than he had given up all season. Strickland comes in, does a good job. Fulmer came in, did a good job, 2 innings mop up. There you go. But this was a bad start for Reed Detmers, however you want to look at it. Just bad. Because he let the shittiest players in a lineup of nobodies who are decent at best, who have done stuff for the shit fucks. The shit fucks have actually won some games. They've got some guys that are decent hitters, but knowing that you're buying a jersey of because you don't know who the fuck they are. Not even Ohio fans know who they are. I just know of the Naylor brothers and Ramirez, and one of the Naylor brothers sucks ass, except when he plays us. And Laureano, dude, this guy feels like he's been in the league since Socha first started. Any hardcore Angel fan knows of Laureano and hates his fucking guts. Oh, I'm so tired of that guy, dude. So tired of that guy. Such a frustrating Saturday, man. This was a Savage Garden.
I'm counting on a new beginning, a reason for living, a deeper meaning. And I wanna stand with you on a mountain, and I wanna bathe with you in the sea, and I wanna lay like this forever.
Now let's go to the Golden Stamos. Who got the best player of the game? And I fucking hate giving this away to the other team. The Golden Stamos for best player on the field goes to, well, Bo Naylor. Bo Naylor. So again, in a game where Bo Naylor's season, he hasn't played every game, but just about every game, he's got a decent amount of at-bats. He only had a 143 average coming into this game, or a 160, something like that, because he's up to 183. So he had something like that. And again, a guy who hasn't done shit all year, just 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, pretty much almost matched his entire season output. How many times did we say that? Last year, we talked about Santana for the Twins, I believe it was, who did that against us in those 2 games, had pretty much his entire season in 2 games against us. We make you famous. I mean, we make you player of the week. It would not shock me if Bo Naylor came through with another home run. It would not shock me if Austin Hedges hit another home run tomorrow. And it would not shock me by the time September rolls around, those are the only home runs that Hedges hits all year. Or maybe today's home run is the only one he hits all year because he sucks ass. He's Jeff Mathis 2.0. Terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. Again, I had someone say, hey, when do you think this team will hit the lowest part? You think they've hit ground zero yet? You think they're done digging their hole? It can't get much worse than this, can it? You just wait and see. Every time you think this team has gone too deep, we've hit rock bottom. There's no way to dig our way out with a regular shovel. Artie's like, hey, get the Escalade, get that construction vehicle. That construction vehicle can dig deeper. And we're going to dig ourselves deeper and deeper into the fucking ground. Nacho night.
I love the nachos, gas station nachos. I love those nachos, yeah. Gas station nachos, ow.
See, you had only 8 strikeouts tonight, but you only had 4 hits on 1 run. Do you give it to the Angels lineup? You could. But on this game, again, at least if you read Detmers and you get beat by the best on that team, and maybe an error or 2 costs you, those runs, I'm more for that. And taking the side of, well, this one all falls in the hitting. It does fall in the hitting. 49% out of the 100. I think 51% goes to Reed Detmers. You cannot just give up a home run in that situation to a lefty-lefty matchup like Moore did to Bo Naylor last year. So you can't do that in that case because A, Naylor sucks, and B, you're lefty-lefty. You shouldn't be giving a fat pitch right down the middle for him to crush over the right field stands, number 1. Number 2, why the fuck are you pitching to Laureano anywhere in the plate? I'd rather walk him. And number 3, Austin fucking Hedges. That right there gets you 2 helpings of nachos. God damn it. What a terrible, terrible loss today. I don't even know what to think about tomorrow. I really don't. Do I have any faith in them winning tomorrow? Absolutely not. What faith did they given me or you that they're going to win a series? Pisses me off. Yep, I never get up just to bring me down. Marty says Detmers ain't that guy he thought he was. Yep, I never just get Buttercup right there. Well, we didn't get Buttercup per se because we never had a lead. Marty says, I blame Fernando putting the jinx on his team, getting his photo with Watson prior to the game. Saucy says, destroyed by a future Hall of Famer Bo Naylor. Exactly. Angels acting like a bunch of Buttercups. Also, build me up, baby, just to let me down. You know what? Since you guys are requesting it, F.
Why do you build me up, Buttercup, baby, just to let me down, to mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will. So I love you still, I need you.
As a team that underachieves, we feel bad for the opposing struggling players and help them out of their slumps by giving them home runs or RBIs, just doing our normal charity work. Yeah, I bet you we write that charity stuff off in the offseason. Looks like 23 Detmers pitched today. David says, I am pissed off. Me too. Detmers sucked ass, and the offense couldn't do shit, so it was a collective effort today. Angels are like celebrity agents. They will make stars out of you. Just call them Ed McMahon. That's a throwback. Marty says, holy cow, can you knock those Modelos down? Hell yeah. Let's see. Also, Alfonso says Detmers pitched with a spider up his butt. Oh my God. Also, David's also pissed off. Don't worry, Todd. They got to go to the World Series. Stay cursed. Exactly. They won't go to the World Series. Sell the damn team, Artie, or kick the bucket. Dylan says. Johnny B. Good says the 2 out Angels. Exactly. Let's not start a rally, guys, till we got 2 outs. Also, Alfonso says 9 squids could have put up more runs than these guys. I wouldn't go that far. Andrew says alone in last place. Oh, brother. Detmers has allowed 16 earned runs his last 17 innings pitched. That is really bad. It sure is, Gibby. Alfonso says we must lead the league in guys hitting their first home run and while batting under 200. If that's a stat, we're owning it. The Angels play yo-yo with our emotions. Looks like another series loss coming tomorrow. Marty says the Detmers gave up the grand salami to Bo and put the nail in our coffin. Boy, you're getting into some grill master jokes. Balls, and spritzered by these farkers. It's spritz o'clock, everybody. You know what time it is. It's spritz. Get your botanical spritz on. There you go. There's your spritz. Oh, brother. This guy stinks. Man.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
It's the clock. Dan says Detmers looks like Sandy now. Walks killed him tonight. Saucy says on the bright side, this helps keep our tickets low. Yeah, when we bring in those, we could bring in a lot of people with paper bags by the end of the season. Is crap cheap in Cleveland? Just asking for my friend Ron. Oh, it's messed up. Jose Soriano could do way better against Detmers and Sandy with runners on plain and simple. Eric says, what's up, family? What's up, Eric? Also, Austin homered. What's his hedges fun? Oh, my God. Rego says, should have pulled Detmers after that second walk in that inning. 100% it was time for relief. Exactly. This sucked today, Anna says. Also, this Dice impersonation was gold. Thank you. Balls in Ohio. Yeah, there's a lot of balls in Ohio.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Ohio. Eric says, damn, Miami is pathetic. They traded away their best player. Balls in the Cleveland Rock song. I don't even want to play that. Screw that. I'm sorry, Anna, but I can't. Oh, no, we suck again. We sure do, dude. This game sucks.
No! We suck again!
Also, let's see. Let's get back over here. Big 20 says, yep, and I'm calling in today. And yeah, okay. Perry's last pick as a GM will be an infielder or closer that plays here come August. We're done, bro, Edwin says. I tend to agree. I would love a player like Luis Arias who just got traded to the Padres. He gets lots more hits and gets on base. Yes, Jake, that's players we've been screaming for some time now. I don't care about the fucking launch angle. I don't care about home runs. I just want to see guys with good at-bats. I stopped watching after Trout got hurt, Edwin says. Also, R. Martinez says, yesterday's game was nice. I agree, Todd, but to show us a consistent winning performance is what's needed. Edwin says, honestly, watching the Angels play is a waste of time, and that's what's going to lose a lot of fans, and that's all on Artie. 4A Detmers. Grillmaster checks in with, what did Obi-Wan say at the rodeo? Use the horse, Luke. Angels have been making stars out of scrubs and lower tier players since 2003, 2004. What did Darth Vader say when he walked into a vegetarian restaurant? I find your lack of steak disturbing. Oh, geez. Nate Hustle says, Matt Chapman's words strike again. Angels can't hit. Boy, that's true. And sad at the same time. I find our lack of offense to be disturbing. Yes, you already said that. Ruined my Sunday out here in Japan. Yeah, that's right. He's ahead of time right there. Dude lives rent-free in our fucking head, and we lose like this, Nate Hustles. Yes, he sure does. How you went to the game in Cleveland and back home quick for the postgame show, Rally says, well, I took the supersonic jet. That's Fernando that's in Ohio, not me. Ohio was able to read Detmers. Will you guys stop it? I think Detmers pitched last night and Suarez, a.k.a. Colon Jr. today. Bull nailed us again. Oh, Hoppy is hurt too. Yeah, just add him to the list. It's growing and growing by the goddamn hour. Saucy says, this is like having your nuts kicked into the roof of your mouth. Ouch. Line up 100%. Way too much Detmers bashing. Sorry. I'm sorry, Rego, but again, if he gives up home runs, 4 home runs, the same amount of runs to regular players that are established and who do stuff in other series, I'm right there with you, Rego. But I'm crushing him today because it's who he gave up those home runs to. Baseball gods hate us, Edwin says. I'm starting to believe that. Drury is killing his trade value and impending free agency. Yeah, you would think he would break out this year. A's scored 10 runs in the third inning, about to win 6 games in a row, and they're back to 500, 17-17. That is terrible. That is a terrible look on us just in that sense. Our Halos used to have pride, prestige, and credibility, even when they barely, but we had something. But with Art the Fart, we have lost our identity, credibility, and prestige. What bit of it we had left. Exactly. Grillmaster says what we're all thinking and what we all said once he hit that grand slam or any earlier home runs.
What the hell's going on out here?
Exactly. Leaf checks in with, at least the Halos aren't the Marlins. Miami's getting bitch slapped 13-0 by the A's. That is true, but still. Also, lowered expectations. Eric says, damn, the Athletics are doing amazing. Mariners are 5-0 over Houston. Eric says, one word sums it all up. Fucked. Athletics should move to Anaheim. You've been advocating for that for a while, David. I'm going to start watching A's games instead. Bo Naylor got out of the rye bread and mustard today. He sure did. He killed us today, as usual, for a guy who sucks ass, continues to do whatever the hell he wants to do.
Emotional damage.
Grillmaster says, every step forward is 2 steps back. And it was Spritz o'clock. Dre says, are you going to the game Mother's Day? I'm pretty sure I'll be there for sure. Wasn't Detmers good earlier this year? He was, but even his last couple starts wasn't that bad. I'm beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I want to yell is fuck, and that could have been used today for my old intro. Glad I'm here. I'm not there dealing with this asshole Dodger fans around me. Yes, those Doyer fans are pieces of you know what. I surf all day today, and now I'm going to a party. Oh yeah, big shocker. Hurt my back while landscaping in my yard. Mateo. Take some vitamins, my friend. Let's see. Anna says, Todd, there's a spider on your hat. No, there's not. Jake says, we need to look at the A's, what they've been doing and developing players, because even after trading good players, their pitching is good this year. Their bullpen is phenomenal. What they're doing, Jake, is called investing in scouting, and it's paying off. Something that Artie, again, wants to be cheap about. Well, that team did suck last night. It sure did suck. How bad did it suck, Homer? I mean, was it that bad?
Well, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Yes, they were, and they still are. But don't worry.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Skittles. I do want Skittles. That is my favorite candy. I'm like Marshawn Lynch. If you guys ever want to get me candy, Skittles or a Mr. Good bar. Oh, love those. Eric says, ABBA low ball 4, and the Angels have now walked the bases loaded. Next pitch, smack, then thud. It's PTSD, Eric. Still love you, but that's messed up. Athletics should move to Vegas. Well, they are. Hey, Roger, are you going to shut up soon? Hell no, he never does. And then laugh out loud. Sorry. And then Dre says as for whatever, or ass. Tough loss, man, today. I mean, it's Saturday. I'm looking forward to the Canelo fight, and I was looking, and I'm going to be barbecuing right now, so I have family over, so I will cut the show short, but I do want to take a couple phone calls, so if you guys want to call in, now's the time to do it, and then we'll take a few more comments, and then we'll jump out, and I'll be on tomorrow for sure, after probably a series loss, as the Angels like to do. Because now we're 12-21, they're 21-12, and the way the standings look right now, with none of the games finished up right now, Seattle's going to break their losing streak most likely, and Houston will be tied with us in last place. It's the Halo Honk Line.
What's up, Todd?
What is up, Eric? How are you doing, my man?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Wow. I don't know what else to tell you guys, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, at least you're watching good baseball up there. You got the Mariners. You know, they're trying to get back into the playoffs. We're fucked, Eric.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking tell. I mean, and the worst part about it is now Oakland's starting to win a whole bunch of games too.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that, Eric, is we were predicting like last year. You know, last year I think Oakland lost like what 110, 115 games, something stupid, right? And I was thinking, okay, yeah, I was thinking they're going to lose 100 again. I didn't scout them. I didn't care to even think who was on their team or even look who they had. And then all of a sudden, like you said, dude, Oakland's playing good baseball.
Yeah, I mean.
You saw what they did against Baltimore, right?
They beat them, didn't they?
Yeah, they won the series against Baltimore in Baltimore.
Damn.
Yeah, so I don't get it, bro. I mean, you know what would happen, Eric? And this will be the most Angel thing to happen. Let's just say, for instance, Artie was going to move the team. And, you know, like say, for instance, like right now, Oakland is trying to move out of Vegas. They likely are. They're winning. And they're trying to blow up that team. Artie would do what he's done now and just ruin this team, and it'd be even worse than what we ever expected. Oh, we'd probably lose 124 games.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's pathetic, Eric. If you ever come down here, would you wear a paper bag or wear a Sell the Team shirt for us?
You know, if I ever make it to a game, yes, dude.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Eric. You can sit with me. We'll wear paper bags together. How about that?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want people to tell me that my time's up, so.
Now you're good, Eric. You got anything else to say, my man?
No, I'm good, pal. I mean, just hoping that things start getting better in the hurry.
Well, I appreciate that, Eric. You are truly an awesome fan of ours, and I'm glad that you know, you and Leaf, you're Mariner fans, but you guys are sympathetic to us sucking. So I appreciate that from you guys.
Oh yes, sir.
All right, Eric. You have a good Saturday, my man.
Thank you, too.
All right, that's Eric checking in from the Pacific Northwest. Todd, can you handle snakes? Yes, I can. I'm not scared of snakes. Spiders, they can kiss my ass. Let's see. Also, of course, the Angels don't win on Canelo night. Exactly. Dre says, as much as this team is sucking right now, I always look forward to watching your podcast even more than watching the damn game. I appreciate you. Hope you blow up big soon. Dre, you and me alike. I appreciate all of you guys. And like I said, sorry for yesterday. I was not feeling it. I try to give my 110% for you guys and gals, and I really appreciate you guys being who you are and being real Angel fans. And I'm telling you, the revolution will be televised if you watch what we're going to be doing in the next couple months. Halo Joe backing us. We got other podcasts joining the fight. So the mission statement is to embarrass Artie, and we will be giving you more details as we get closer to that time. Marty says, Blue, we won't be spraying champagne for any championship win soon as they today you get a mouthful of spritzer. Did someone say spritzer? Someone mentioned spritzer, and you know what that means? It means it's spritz o'clock. Spritz o'clock, everybody. Kettle One Botanicals. I've got to memorize that commercial. I hear it enough. You know what I mean? It's a terrible, terrible commercial. Dan says, because the A's are scouting and know when to make trades to get better, they just can't hang on to anyone. That's true. That is the only thing, Dan. I mean, that is 110% correct. It would suck being an A's fan because the moment you get a good guy, your franchise is looking to move them. So you don't really see A's fans with newer player jerseys or shirts. You usually see them with Ricky Henderson's, Mark McGuire, maybe even like a Chavez jersey. You really don't see them, or a Tejada. You don't really see them with recent players because they look to move them, like Dan said, as soon as possible. But they stay relevant because of that. So it's a catch-22. Jack Lee says, maybe I can get a good discount on gear for next year if they keep playing like this. I could use a new hat. That's true. Jake says, do we have a good amount of international prospects? I feel like every team besides us has that. We only have like 2. Everyone else, no. Let's see. Marty says, this year we're going down as one of the worst. Book it. And it could be that situation where we lose 100 games. I'm just saying. Jake also checks in with watch the A's make the playoffs for last year at the Coliseum in the last year while we miss it for the 11th straight year. Let's see. Eric saying, what's up to Halo Joe? Rally Chris says, I'm thinking to ask you, Todd, I want to order a custom Angels jersey to sell a team on the back. Well, we can do that. Exactly. And Steve Lease is checking in with family is here. Hello. And that means that's my time to go. When are the t-shirts available, Todd? Probably in the next couple of weeks. We are working on that as quickly as we can. And as shittier as this team gets, we will be making the move. So with Steve Lease checking in, that's my girl. I got to go finish up the barbecuing because we're getting set for the fight night tonight at the Meshki/Fox House. So I appreciate, we're going to cut this one a little bit short. I appreciate everybody that appreciates this show. And I love everyone on here. I'm hoping that we can give you guys better content moving forward because the Angels is what pushes us. So if the Angels start winning, obviously the shows will be better. I know a lot of you guys like my mad, angry tirades, and I do like them too at times, but there's certain times where it's like, fuck, you know, I want to see a winner, and we've done this for over 3 years and it's not working out. So with that being said, I'm going to cut it short. I'm going to get into the dinner tonight, and so in the barbecue. Big 20, call in tomorrow, my man. You had your time. I had an opportunity. I left it open. Eric got in. So, yeah, sorry, Chubb. Sorry, Big 20. Hit us up tomorrow. We will catch you guys hopefully after the Angels win a series, but I doubt it. So with that being said, have a good evening, everybody. Do something. Hang out with the fans or the friends and the family, I should say. I'm a little tipsy. Get into the fight night tonight or do whatever you're going to do and have a good time. Try to forget about this loss, and we'll try it again tomorrow. Go Halos.